Thanks, Liz and WKRC for that story. This week, both Moderna and Pfizer moved into stage 3 of their coronavirus vaccine studies. The studies aim to enroll 30,000 participants to gauge each vaccine's effectiveness. Joining me now to discuss is Dr. Dena Grayson, pandemic expert, is back. Dr. Dena, your thoughts on these two vaccines?
Well, Eric, it's still early days, but results from the first clinical trials, which were phase 1 studies, are certainly promising. The vaccine candidates were safe and well tolerated, and equally importantly, we saw that they were able to induce the production of antibodies against the virus, as well as T cell responses, which is really important for fighting these viral infections. Those typically predict efficacy against protecting people against the virus, but the proof will be in the pudding in these large phase 3 clinical trials with results expected later this year.
You know, I think a lot of people are concerned that everyone's rushing to get the vaccine. And again, that in and of itself is concerning. When they do decide that these vaccines are ready to go, do you want to be the first people getting the vaccine, or do you want to see how it actually works in the general population?
Well, that's what these large field trials are all about, Eric, is 30,000 people getting, dosed with the vaccine. You also have a control group as well. And remember, we talked about this on the program a couple of weeks ago. Where the rush is coming is really financial. What is happening is that we're paying to manufacture hundreds of millions of doses of the vaccine in parallel to these large clinical trials. Normally, that's not done. Normally, you wait until you have the results of the clinical trials, and then you manufacture the doses. And the reason for that is you don't know if it's actually going to work. So our country, and wisely, has taken that risk. Taxpayer dollars are being used to fund the production of these vaccine doses at risk, because the worst case scenario is, well, if the clinical trials don't pan out, we throw all these vaccine doses in the trash. But if they work out, that is great, because now we've shaved off many, many months off that timeline, and we can go ahead and start vaccinating people. But I think that people should really rest assured. These are large field studies. There will be great care taken to make sure that the vaccines are safe and, of course, effective in protecting against coronavirus infection.
You know, Doctor, Sinclair, we're doing this thing called Sinclair Cares Roll Up Your Sleeves campaign, and it's to entice people, it's push people to go out and give blood. Tell us what's going on in the United States blood supply.
Well, no surprise, Eric. Just like lockdowns and shutdowns and people staying home affects lots of different things. Unfortunately, that's also affected our blood supply, and we certainly have a need for a good blood supply. If you are someone that's not at high risk from COVID-19, I would encourage you to go to your local blood bank and donate blood. It truly is the gift of life.
You know, and what should be asked, so assume you go there, you show up, and you're tested for COVID-19 and the antibodies. If you do have the antibodies, that's a good thing, right? That's a convalescent plasma, so to speak. Is that right?
That's exactly right, Eric. And that convalescent plasma can be used to help other people who are sick with the virus. There have been a number of people who've gotten it. The data look encouraging. Look, it's not a silver bullet to destroy the virus, but certainly for somebody that's seriously ill, convalescent plasma certainly can play a role in helping sick patients.
All right, we're going to leave it there, Dr. Dena. Thank you. And again, that's Sinclair Cares Roll Up Your Sleeves campaign. Just go to your local Sinclair station website, and you can find out what to do and how to proceed from there. Dr. Dena, as always, great to have you on, and we'll see you again very soon.
Thanks, Eric.